I will hit okay.
I hit the button. I mean, I haven't got my notification yet, but I hit the button.
I'm assuming the headphones are still screwed up.
Yeah, that's the board. Our board's dying.
There we go. I can hear you just fine now. Don't move. Don't breathe.
Yeah. Don't touch nothing.
Don't touch. Nope. Nope.
Oh.
It went out. Yep. Oh, here we go. Oh, now we're up here too.
Still just waiting on my notification saying we're on.
Oh, 31 seconds in.
Yep. Haven't gotten no notifications yet.
Am I supposed to hit done over here on the edit stream information?
I already did, but you can again if you want.
There we go. Now we have a chat room.
Hey, look, we're live. Got my notification.
We got the notification. We're live.
Yep, we're live.
We are live.
Let's see. It's still thinking about loading the live stream, but we are live.
All right. No video, but we're live. So, we'll just give the new music. The elevator music. That's an original.
Hey, they can't mute us.
Hey, I just made that up. I'm humming whatever just pops in my head. Do 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 do. Waiting for all of our special guests to log in and say hi on the Twitch feed. The Twitch 'em.
Twitch 'em.
So just give them Chuck's elevator music.
Oh, apparently I wanted in. I was playing the springs.
Yeah, there we go. You know, we need some instrumental there. Get some jug band music in here or something. Hey, look, I can see
you want to know
now.
something even better?
Ooh, yeah, go ahead.
Russ came by and did a little random show.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, crap. I was so excited.
Oh. Technical
Why?
difficulties.
Yeah. We had it fixed. The Elgato was working.
What was it?
The Elgato. It was working. The thing that shows the screen. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to pretend like I didn't show you that.
All right. Forgot about it.
Yeah. Take 2 next time.
That's right. Well, I guess we're ready to get this show started. We got nobody twitching us yet. So I'll wait to do my intro till after, because I need an audience.
Yeah, see, it's black. It was supposed to have, your screen up there.
That's right.
Whoops.
Well, as most people will be able to see in a minute.
There you go.
There is no mic. He may hit us up on Twitch. There is no Little Rick. He definitely won't be hitting us up on Twitch. But we got me, Half Sack, and we got Jazz over there.
I'm here.
On that.
With a shirt that's a lie.
0 days without sarcasm. I
Yep.
like that. We're broadcasting from the top of Pikey Mountain.
He wants to know if we're doing a show.
Well, yeah, tell him to come on.
He's at work.
Well, he can pause his work. He does. Got a call from my cousin the other day, working on a project for her.
It's gonna happen.
Hello, Tony in Tokyo. Here, okay. I'll just go with the left side. That's my good side. But working on a project for her, a woodworking project, and was asking her some questions, some details about it, personalizing it. And she says, "Well, when's your next show?" I just saw your show with Mason on it. on YouTube. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was a couple shows back. Okay, they finally published it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So she watched it, and she really enjoyed it. She said Mason was very funny. It was a funny show.
We need to have a sidebar. Calvin and Mason.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. We need to have a sidebar, private conversation.
Yeah, we got to have a private conversation. I got to talk to you in private. Got to talk. We're in the same room. The information is not that secretive, but we got to talk in private.
About the same stuff we're talking about on the air.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
We're gonna
we need to go over here now.
You go on the same page here about Fortnite or whatever it was, Legos or something. We got to get together first. But
we got to get our story straight here.
Yeah. And so she wanted to know when the next show was. So I told her, and so I texted her yesterday.
Yeah.
And I said, or maybe it was the day before. I said, the show's on Friday. And she said, okay. I said, why don't you call into the show?
Yeah.
I know you don't live anywhere near me. You're 3 hours away, but go ahead and call into the show. I'll put you on,
Yeah. Oxy lives more than 3 hours away, and he's called in.
And she said, well, I'll be at work. I said, well, I won't be able to hear the show over the press. I forgot that she worked at a place with big machinery.
Oh.
And
yeah.
she said, I won't be able to hear. And I told her, I didn't really care. You can still call in.
You don't need to hear the show. You just need to be on it.
That's right. Just participate. But I look, just go to the bathroom. Take an hour break in the bathroom. You're female. Anybody says anything, just say, hey, I'm a female. And I guarantee you they'll all understand. So
I'm a female. Leave me alone.
That's right. And most people just back away. They will back. I'm telling you. Female comes up to me. You okay?
Never mind.
I just keep my eye on you as I'm walking away. Make sure I'm a safe distance before turning my back on you. So when she sees this show on YouTube, whenever it comes out in the next week or so, then she'll know we're talking about her.
Yeah.
Because only she would know that this was about her. It's not like just some random female go, do I have a cousin named Halfside?
I mean, that's a very common name, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got that name.
Yeah. So, but she was a long lost cousin. I didn't even know I had her as a cousin, because I had cousins. I can't just say I didn't know I had a cousin, but I didn't know I had her as a cousin.
Yeah.
13, 14. Yeah, it was middle school.
Oh.
Yeah, I think 6th grade, maybe the second 6th grade year that I was there, but it may have been first. But yeah, we're the same age. She's a few months younger than me. She's closer to little Rick's age. She's kind of in the middle of ours.
Oh, completes that little stair step, right?
That's right. He always wants me to call me an old man and all that, because I'm a few months older than him. So.
Well, maybe if she's that middle child, she needs to be in that middle seat there to kind of stop some of the buttons from being pushed.
Yeah.
Or have another target.
So you hear that? My cousin, I don't know if she wants me to put her name on the air.
Yeah.
But we'll call her Regina. There we go. So if Regina wants to come the 3 hours it takes her to come here on Fridays and not go to work, we'd love to have you on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell them, look, it's my female thing. I'll be out of town. I'll be in tomorrow. Be a little.
But I'll be there.
Can't push that button working whatever machinery that is, but I'm. So, but.
How'd you find her? Like, Yeah.
All right. So, we're at school, and it's gym class. It's the first week of school. I don't think it was the first day. I don't know how we did gym back then. Maybe it was just one day a week. But whatever. Very first part of school. And I want to say it was 6th grade. Well, 6th grade. But was it the first year or second year? I don't know. I failed the 6th grade. But in gym class, and they call out, because her name comes before my name. And I'm like, who is this? I recognize the last name, the same as mine. Because at first I thought, no, you said my name wrong,
Yeah.
Like,
that's a weird way to say my name.
Yeah, and so they went on, and then they called my name. I got to find out who the hell this person is. And so as class going on, I find out who it is. I'm like, well, we got the same name. And she's like, well, yeah, I thought that was kind of strange too. And I was like, well, who is your parents? Because I know who mine. And I thought, that was here in town, And come to find out, long story short, my uncle and was her dad, of course, and then her mom, they got a divorce. I guess when we were 4 years old, 3 years old.
Right. Weren't gonna really remember each other or anything.
They moved out of the county. Weren't very far, but they were out of the county. And therefore, I wouldn't say she was the black sheep of the family, but talking to family members, there was a big court thing, and the court said this is how it goes. So it wasn't like they didn't want her in their life as the family, but the mother didn't want.
Gotcha.
Didn't want to be part of the family. So I never knew that my uncle had any kids. I mean, she was never talked about, stuff like that. So that day I came home and I'm like, Dad, who do you know this person?
Yes.
Because the information I'm getting here, you're supposed to know this person, This is your niece. And he's like, well, how do you find out this? I told him the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, evidently, and again, this is 30-something years ago, the mother didn't want her around the family, and now she knew that I was at the same school as her. She wasn't there a few weeks, and she was yanked out.
Oh.
And, but we kept in touch, and then I think about a year later, she came back to the same school, type thing. So I don't know. She may be able to elaborate on her end of that, but
right.
I had a long lost cousin I didn't know,
That's interesting.
So we've kept in touch, and her mom's family lived on the other side of the state, so that's where she's been, But we've kept in touch over the years and stuff like that.
I don't think my sister kept in touch with our cousin, but we had an interesting story how we found a cousin. Because I used to live in Illinois. It's where I was born.
Okay.
And then we moved all the way to Nevada. And then we moved here.
Right.
So we've been bouncing around. My sister was probably in the 4th grade, I think. And we had to go to a family reunion. Her best friend for the past 2 years was there and was apparently her cousin.
And didn't know
Just
it.
looked at her and goes, "Why are you here?" Well, it's my family reunion.
Yeah.
Different last names. I don't even know, where on the tree any of them fall. I didn't know any of these people.
Right.
I still don't know any of my extended family. I know they're kind of floating out there-ish, maybe?
Right.
I have no idea. But it was just one of those things. She just looked over and said, "Mom, so-and-so's here. Why are they here? That's my best friend over there." For 2 years now.
Right.
Didn't have any idea. And then they just started wandering around to each family member. "How am I related to you? Do I know you?" Just little 4th graders. We're apparently cousins. We didn't know it, but we've known
Right.
each other forever.
Right.
Do I know you? How am I related to you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we found a long lost cousin that way.
Usually it's funerals and weddings.
Yeah.
The families don't. I cannot tell you the last time there was we've never had a family reunion. It was always Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That, now, my dad was the oldest of 5, so I mean a large family. Compared to nowadays. You get one kid. It's like China or whatnot. But my dad was the oldest of 5. So, I had several cousins and stuff like that, but it was always Christmas and Thanksgiving. We'd all meet at one house, and that's where we'd have the dinner and everything.
That's not good. You gotta have the notifications. And happy Thursday to you, too. Sorry, interrupting you, but we actually got a person.
Thursday, it's Friday.
I'll say happy Thursday for him. That's okay.
Alejandro. We need to have him on the show.
It's a Canadian Thursday. Look, they got Canadian bacon. They can have a Canadian Thursday.
I'm going to let you know, in Australia, it's 12 hours or so ahead of us. So, it's almost Saturday for them.
I mean, so we technically
That's
do
right.
this show.
Shit, it is Friday.
We technically do this show.
Right.
Almost on multiple days.
Right. But
we're just that good.
See now that he's on, because I was thinking on the way over here, I needed to have an intro for the show. We don't have an intro. We don't have a standard intro. So here's my new intro. It's quarantine days are all ready together. So, from the top of Pikey Mountain, this is Half Hour at Hashtag, internationally known with cutting on the Twitch feed. Yay!
I feel like I need a little soundboard go boop just to hit
We
that
do.
like
We need
audience button.
Yeah, we need to get to. I used to do that on my show. I had a tablet set up
Yeah.
that I could just hit the button. I'm gonna have to find that program again.
See, we have a soundboard on one of the tablets in the house, but I think it's one of the old ones that quit working really well, and we never
I
put
might
that
have to-
program on the new one.
I'm gonna have to do it on mine. I'm gonna bring it in,
Yeah.
sound effects, because I edited them in all the time. Shit. So I'm gonna have to do that again. We're gonna have to step up our here on the Half Hour Half-Sack show.
Ooh, I could clip some sounds from previous shows that were not in
As
there.
sound bites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put on my little buttons.
That's
Hey, if Little Rick's missing, we
That's
put
right.
a little sound bite.
mhm.
Little Rick doing something.
Yeah. Got the anal bead stuck. So we need to give Alejandro find a way for him to get my number, and we'll put him on the show, like we did Aussie, which I haven't heard from in a while.
Oh, that's sad.
Wonder how the quarantine's going with him.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they're still in quarantine.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Got to put some more shrimps on the Barbie. He's out there four-wheeling with them guys.
Put a rim shot in the sounds.
Well, hell yeah. But we're going to have to figure out a way to get him my phone number. Long distance may apply. Long distance charges may apply. I don't know.
He is out of country.
Yeah. He's up there in the Canuck area somewhere. He's a Canuck. But he's a good egg. He's a good egg. Because he listens to us.
He not only listens to us,
Mm-hmm.
he gets on Instagram and interacts with my very important
That going?
stuff. So
How is
I'm
that going?
very excited about that. That I have somebody who actually does it.
Well, let's
I have a few people who have been consistently doing it. I finally got a Facebook page up for it.
Uh-huh.
It's just very important questions. It's the
Prince Edward Island, Canada, to be exact.
put a.
Yeah.
It's another one.
We need to get a map in. We need to get.
Look,
we
we're
need to get a
looking to
map.
replace the guitar. Maybe I'll put a map there for
That's
us.
it,
Just
put a map
a little
up.
pin in here.
Put a little-
Known here.
We need an atlas. Put an atlas up there, and this here in
Do like
Australia and Canada.
3 different color pins, one for each show for different.
Right.
He listens to all of them. We're gonna need 3 pins for him.
But would
all
you,
different colors.
Your new program.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead? Show me how it works there.
Well, I've been doing it on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter now.
Right.
I still haven't added Reddit. I'm not quite there yet with enough followers for that to be a viable thing. Every Tuesday, though, I've been putting out the questions. Not only in those, but for those who are in Slack. We have a Slack thing for it for me to put it in now, too, so that our people who don't go on Instagram can still answer. Gotta get to my Instagram. So, hold, please. I've added a lot of people
If you all
from
could
work
see
and
what I'm
stuff.
seeing right now.
Yeah, no, I got some weird people on my Instagram there. They're from work,
Ah.
and that's Mac. I call her Mac Attack even at work.
Mm-hmm.
She is a very.
She kind of looks like Max Headroom. Do you know who that is?
I do not.
Okay. I forgot you're 22 years old. So Max Headroom is from like the 80s. Alejandro may remember Max Headroom. He was pixelated, I guess you could say, talking head that would pop up, and he was like a spokesperson for Pepsi, I think it was. Alejandro may be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Pepsi, and he was a marketing tool. But yeah, that was way before you. Later, Google Max Headroom, and and there was a movie. It was a whole movie too, but it was an MTV type thing, and
Gotcha.
was actually about music,
Yeah. That
not
hasn't
about
happened for a while.
catfish and baby mama teen pregnant at 10 shit, you know.
Pimp my ride, pimp my house.
Oh my god! Little Rick's on.
Ooh, Little Rick. He could be a floating head too. Get a green screen instead of a chair. Make him wear all green.
No, we'll just get one of the big posters of his head. Or get a
I
mannequin.
Just a fishing line with a little.
Yeah,
And he can be on chat. We'll read what he says and just kind
I
of
think he
make
did.
it wave.
Yeah, I think he started on MTV. I think it was a thing on MTV, and then they made a movie with it. But yeah, MTV back then actually played music videos.
See, I remember when I turned on the TV to a music channel and just left it there because all it did was play music.
I'm sorry, James. Can you read the comment? I've got the main big thing. Rick says this in-house schooling crap is a joke.
Oh God.
Rick, you know where we live, right? And you know what's going on today. There is no school.
No. Calvin
But
in
down
there
there-
gets done at 10 a.m.
No, in my county, there's no school because of what's going on. He is in a different county. All the
Yeah.
other counties throughout this state still have to go to school on this day. But
Oh, well, Calvin's off today.
But the reason, and we'll do a little sidebar here, but the reason that this day, because of what's going on, school is out, is because there's also a art festival that coincides with this day, and
Most teachers, took off for, right?
no.
Oh.
Many years ago it wasn't, but it's because the buses couldn't get into certain parts of the town because of today.
Oh.
So way back when I worked for Board of Education, 20 something years ago, they had what they call the bus rodeo. So all the bus drivers, because the teachers could do whatever they want, but the bus drivers, they all had to go to a certain place and sit. Even though they didn't have kids going to school, their contract stated that they still had to go to the compound and sit. So what they decided was they do a rodeo. And a bus rodeo is where a driver, it's a competition, where the bus driver would go through an obstacle course, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like when you come to the railroad tracks, you got to stop, you got to open the door, look both ways. But backing in into cones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was a point thing. So then it kind of turned into a carnival thing where they had games and you know, for a dime, you spin the wheel and get a cake. You know, like the Catholic games. That
Like the cakewalk type stuff.
just became a party.
Yeah.
So people would bring their lounge chairs, bring their families, and they would all meet at one bus compound, and all these little obstacle things were set up for everybody's entertainment, and it was
That's
funny.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, if you gotta be there and there's nothing to do,
Yeah, right.
you might
Both-
as well find something
right.
entertaining.
Now, both my parents worked for the transportation, you know, busing transportation. So I remember this as a little kid growing up doing this stuff. Then I worked for the board in transportation, doing the same job my wife does, is bus monitor for handicapped kids. You know, you get the wheelchairs on and the medical needs stuff like that. When it came time for today, in May, for the bus, you know, rodeo, nobody wanted to do it anymore. So all it was now you're forced to go to a school, and they're running some of the buses doing their thing, but you're just sitting there. Nobody wants to do the cakewalk and the, you know, prizes, stuff like that, the carnival type.
Right. Everyone's
atmosphere.
just kind of mulling around, not participating.
Nowadays, and I'm talking pre-corona, because my wife's been with the board 13, 15 years, whatever.
Gotcha.
It has turned into, no, we're all going to go to a school and sit in their cafeteria for 6 hours
Oh.
doing nothing. So, you know, it was a fun thing,
Yeah.
family friendly. You know, well, we got to be here. Let's make the most of it.
A social event almost, where
Right.
people could get together and everything too.
Yeah, and so now it's to, well, I really don't want. And on top of this, because, you know, my wife works at a compound. Let's put it this way: the handicap compound is divided into two sections, east side and west side.
Okay.
Okay. My mother-in-law works west side. My wife works east side.
Do they come at each other snapping and start singing songs as they paddle and dance?
Nah, but
Well, that would have been entertaining. Just
so-
thought maybe.
but this day every year, both sides meet at one school. The school that was picked is like 5 minutes from my house.
Oh.
But Jennifer's got to drive to the compound where she goes to get on a school bus to come all the way back out here. They literally will not allow the drivers and Snettas to just drive themselves there. Because I can understand a little bit, because when the bus rodeo was going on, there would be a lot of people that would play the character of Casper. They would show up, sign up, and then disappear. You know, so I
Gotcha.
got a feeling that what they're afraid of is the drivers will, let's say there's 500 drivers. I don't know how many they got, but let's just say
Yeah.
there's 500 of them. They're afraid the 500 would show up, sign in, and 10 minutes later disappear because they got their own transportation.
Right.
But if you are busting in, you got to be busting. So
There's no faking attendance
so
at this one.
So let's go back to the board here. It
Yep.
says he's starting MTV. So crap, my kids are ready to quit school, and it hasn't even started yet. I left my family. The new procedures at the schools are major adjustments for the kids. Damn skimpy.
Yeah.
Because at my house, there are 3 sets of teachers.
Yeah.
On Mondays, it is my father-in-law. No, I'm sorry, Uncle Richie. Uncle Richie was Monday. Mom was Tuesday. Grandpa was Wednesday. Mom was Thursday, and I was last Friday.
Gotcha.
Today, no school, so that's how I was able to do the podcast.
Right.
Father-in-law is there with the kids, which Casey, my daughter, is probably still sleeping. Mason got up about 7 this morning and came in his underwear, and I said, boy, we got to have a talk. I know you don't like pajamas. I understand that. But you need to come. You get up. You go to the bathroom. We got to get your routine here.
Yeah.
Get up. Go to the bathroom. Get dressed.
Yeah.
And then you can come in here in the kitchen and get you something to eat. We need to get this going here, because
we've got that going with Calvin, where when he gets up, he's got to put on new clothes and get actual dressed, because he's going to quote unquote school, even if you're not leaving the house.
right. Well, see,
You gotta have
this
this
started
routine
back in
down.
March with all this crap.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm going to school, but I don't have to, so I just got to put a shirt on, because that's all they're going to see is my face and my chest. And it turned into, as soon as school was out, it's like, well, I haven't worn pants for the past 3 months. Why should I continue now?
Yeah.
Look, dude, I mean, Carissa is in the 7th, but at a 3rd grade level. She doesn't understand anything that's going on. I contacted the school, and they're supposed to fix it for her, but nothing yet. I really don't know what to do, and none of us are computer smart. I know you're not. At figuring out half the stuff. Rick, you need to call, not right now because Jennifer's not home, but you need to talk to Jennifer about EAPE. I don't know. There's a P in it and there's an EP something, because Casey's already gone through all this. She can help you out. She can tell you what doors to knock down, and get this help for Carissa. Trust me.
So this is why you need people to watch the show.
Right.
And talk about this stuff, because
Right.
a lot of people won't, know anything.
Right.
And we got hookups.
That's right.
You got a person, you can lead
I
them to
don't
the
know.
right place.
EP. Yeah, it's gonna bother me on E. Well, goodbye. Thingy.
Half sex done.
Knock off. Yeah. And drop the kids off.
I'm down with that.
Did you know? Did you know that there are actual school pods? They're calling them school pods or something pods.
Okay.
Basically, what it is you are paying a person to teach quote unquote teach your kids, and you're paying them. So it's like a tutor, but it's just a parent that doesn't have a job, basically. That it's like a school daycare. 5 or 6 kids, and it's kind of like a neighborhood thing, or it can be. But
Pandemic learning pods.
that's it. That's it.
It's up on our
Oh,
screen.
okay, there it is.
Yeah.
So, people are paying. So, Rick, I think I may have found you a side job there. Start your own pod, because you already got like 8 kids of your own. So you're ahead of the game. You got them all the way from kindergarten up to 10th grade already. So might as well just open
up a pod.
You got room. No. You got that big ass car barn in the back.
Everyone gets their own car as a desk.
Yeah, there you go.
That way you are social distanced. You even got walls blocking between the
How
things.
cool would that be to go to a school that was just your desk is a Camaro, your desk is a Lincoln.
Look, I can come up with the creative ideas. You just got to do the teaching. Okay.
And once the curriculum was over with, then you get them to start sanding the body work, and then you're teaching them a skill.
Yeah. You're going back to people actually had like things that were taught for real life.
Right. There you go. It's no. I'll start a drive-in.
You can't do that. Jason's already done that. We got a drive-in right here in our backyard, playing tomorrow night. Every other Saturday we've got a movie going on. We have the giant oil-based popcorn popper that you see at like the movie theaters and everything. We got cotton candy maker. We got yard games.
Look at that. A Lincoln is a comfortable fucking desk. Yes, it is.
Look, this could be a good pod for everybody.
Exactly. And where he lives, man, people be coming on their farm tractors to him.
See?
He lives way out in the boonies. That sounds awesome, Jazz. I wish I could travel south now. Come on down.
This is safe for me to talk about on here because there's some surprises in it.
Yeah.
That our family can't know about.
Right.
But they don't listen to this, so it's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The show is so great today. What?
No, there's even like I've added artwork into our drive-in thing.
Is
Jason
that right?
works really hard on this. Like he finds the movie and he gets it all set up and stuff. COVID restrictions stop my travel. We'll sneak in. Rick snuck things in through Pintos. Maybe get one of those.
Yeah. Just get in the back of a Lincoln, get in the trunk, and just have somebody drive across the border.
Here, I turned Chuck down a little. Hopefully he'll quit.
I just get
Spiking out.
excited. I do.
Yeah.
I get excited because
But-
I enjoy this.
He's got this editor program where he has even like trailers he's added for movies that he's gonna come up with for the next one.
I'm
You're
trying
good.
to interrupt you. No lie, no joke, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say that it's on Amazon Prime Video, and I could be wrong, maybe Netflix. Last weekend, I'm sitting there just flipping through just to see what's on.
I have a feeling I know exactly where this is going.
The drive-in commercials.
Yep, I knew exactly where this is going.
45 minutes, and Jennifer, I started watching. It was like a train wreck. I couldn't stop. I was like, I remember some of these little hot dogs coming in. Jennifer comes out of the bathroom and says, "What the fuck are you watching?" I said, "This is drive-in commercials from like the 40s and 50s."
He's got some of those in there.
And Jennifer just sat down on the side of the bed, and she was mesmerized. And here it is, like 30 minutes in. It's like, are we still watching this? It was funny.
He does enjoy playing drive-in owner.
And so you get Jason to get some of them in there, intermission, stuff like that. And what was it? There was something that was popped up, and me and Jennifer started talking about drive-ins when we were kids. Like,
Yeah.
well, I remember hot dogs, but they're talking like from the 50s that, you can go in and get a full chicken dinner.
Yeah,
It's like,
something
I don't
like
remember chicken, a pizza, a hamburger, hot dog. I don't remember anything more than that.
Yeah.
Popcorn, stuff like. But then they had an advertisement on there that for a rain shield for your windshield, and what it was just a plastic cover that's suction cupped to the outside of your window and made
just a little awning almost
like an
over
awning.
it.
That's it, an awning on your car.
Oh.
So the rain wouldn't get on your windshield.
So you
you
could
didn't
see
have to start the
clearly
car
through
and
it
turn
and-
the wipers on.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was ingenious.
Oh my God, Jason needs that commercial.
Yeah, look, tell them it's about 30 minutes in, but it's in there. And I was like, Holy shit! Why don't they not have that shit now?
The last one he did had like the hot dogs and the soda and the popcorn
Right,
and the
I
candy
remember
like
those.
walking and
When I worked at the
then
movie,
it had Homer Simpson behind it who ate the hot dog and calls like all on it and then it disappeared.
is that right?
Yeah, he clipped that one in last week.
Now I worked at a movie theater. Well, 16, 17. Excuse me, 16, 17-year-old. So I remember all the trailers of the movies coming out.
Yeah.
There'd be a bunch of that at the beginning, and then it would be, well, silence your phone, turn your pager off. For those of you who did not know what was a pager before cell phones. But a lot of doctors and lawyers had them for whatever reason. Then drug dealers got into it, and then the average person got one. But, and there's a lot of things you could do with that secretively. But that's a whole nother episode. But, where was I? Oh, I was working in the movie theater. And they would have the little, movie starts in 2 minutes, hit the concession stand,
He's got those in there.
Right. And, I worked the ticket booth and I worked concessions. And I didn't know what I did till I got there,
Right.
You got a bunch of teenagers and
They just direct
here,
you and
this
say,
is-
okay,
yeah,
today this is what
this
you're
is what you're doing today.
Yeah.
You just knew you were on the schedule for whatever day, but you didn't know where. This movie theater that I worked at, 12 theaters, 12 screens.
Okay.
And so in the back, in the front, you walked in the lobby, you got your ticket, and then there was a huge long counter, your concessions, and then they had video games in the center. But in the back, after you went past the ticket taker,
Yeah.
and to the movie, there was a small concession stand back there, a limited. I mean, you got your popcorn, and you had half of what you had up front of goobers and
Yeah, just some
Raisinets
small
and-
ones in case you forgot or
Right.
whatever.
And,
Quick little stop outside.
basically, and that was what I did a lot, especially on the weekends, the late the late shift or whatnot. So I was back there and I can always, and I had a list of when the movies was over with and stuff like that. And when we had a long, like 4-hour movie, there'd be an intermission.
Yeah.
Kids today don't know what an intermission is. I remember going to the movies, the drive-ins, whatever, and halfway through the movie, most movies back then was 2.5 hours. About halfway there would be an intermission.
Yeah.
That was so the drive-ins and the movie theaters, they made their money off the concessions.
Right.
But if you went, you got your big popcorn, and I'm going to tell on Mason here a little bit. Whenever Mason goes to the movies, it's usually with Uncle Richie. Uncle Richie likes taking him to the movies. That's kind of him and Casey thing and him
Yeah.
and Mason thing. Which is fine. That's their thing. It gives us a few-hour break.
It's okay. That's Calvin and Amy's thing. They love going to the movies.
Right.
Me and Jason aren't really into going to a theater with a bunch of people and sitting there watching TV.
And my reason for not wanting to go to the theaters is because you got everybody screaming and everything. I'm here to watch the movie, not to listen to your bullshit. But, so, Mason always gets the large popcorn. And, of
Yeah.
course, they're going to get to the movie about 10 minutes before it starts. Okay? So you get in there, you see some previews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get settled in. But when Mason goes, Uncle Richie buys the big tub, 5-gallon bucket of popcorn.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You gotta spoil him. We're going to have fun. We're gonna do it all.
Right.
I get it.
By the time the movie starts, they have to go get the refill. I'm not lying. Popcorn is gone.
I believe it. I do.
It is gone. Mason, his nightly snack is a bag of popcorn, and then he'll want another one.
At least it's something healthy-ish. It's
I-
not like, I want brownie.
I understand. And you know what? He does not like chocolate. Does not like chocolate, period. Doesn't like chocolate milk. The only chocolate that he likes is a Reese cup.
Huh.
Problem with a Reese cup,
It's too much chocolate.
he will bounce off the walls.
Oh.
One Reese cup. I mean, it's like if somebody flips a switch and he just goes and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
God.
Wham! He is all over the place.
So, Rick, how you push his button is give his kid a
Oh, he
Reese
knows.
cup right before you drop him off at home.
He knows. But no, Mason, no. No chocolate ice cream, no chocolate milk, no chocolate candy. White chocolate is okay depending on what it is.
I mean, technically, it doesn't have any chocolate
White chocolate
in
is
it.
not chocolate.
It's
yeah.
just cream and sugar.
Right. So that's okay. But no, he does not like chocolate. But popcorn, for Christmas one year, he got 12 tins of popcorn. You know the tins I'm talking about? You get the
Yeah.
cheddar, the regular, and the caramel. He got a dozen popcorn tins for Christmas.
Okay, speaking of Christmas popcorn real fast, I'm going to tangent off your
Yeah,
tangent.
okay.
Sorry.
Here we go. Sorry.
A long time ago when I was a kid, there was a war between my family, my grandparents, and my household over who could give the most ridiculous gift ever. Don't know how it started. I just know every year we got something over the top. One year, we got 20 gallons of popped popcorn. Like, I'm talking about, I got 2 boxes the size of this freaking table of popcorn and a giant black trash bag full of popcorn for Christmas. I wish I had known Mason. We did not know what to do with all that.
Those 12 canisters was gone by New Year's.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, seriously, that's all.
We had no idea
All
what to do
except
with
for
all
the
this popcorn.
caramel. He does not like the caramel. Okay, I don't either. But yeah, the regular and the cheese flavored popcorn
Just gone.
gone.
Oh, yeah.
Gone. I mean that he didn't care about anything else that he got for Christmas. It was popcorn.
Hey, it's an easy gift.
Oh yeah. You want to please Mason? You can go
Give
buy
me
the.
popcorn. Look,
just
I
give
know what I
boxes
can
of
put in the
popcorn.
green room next time Mason comes here.
But you
I'll
don't have a
get some
microwave
popcorn.
in here.
I'll get one of those, like, smart food bags of the white cheddar popcorn.
Oh, okay, yeah. He'll eat it. He'll sit here and just.
Yeah. White cheddar popcorn. There you go.
Yeah, you have
Some
Calvin over here wants to
popcorn.
talk about Fortnite or something. I said, I got my popcorn right now.
Yep. I'm in popcorn mode.
Yeah. So I don't understand how stubbing your toe came all the way to fruition to popcorn, but you know,
I don't know.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. We tangent a lot.
I know. I do.
It's
what I
about the
can.
Reese's cups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talked about the movie theater.
Yep.
Um,
So you want to know where we started?
yeah. What,
You wanted to see my Instagram?
so bring it.
I'll bring it back up.
Because you're wanting to do a show with this.
Yeah.
So
I've come up with the title. It's very important questions.
Very
like,
important
That's officially the title now.
So now we're going to do a segment of your show on this show.
I still have to. Oh God.
I don't know that number.
I don't know the number either. Sorry, dude.
Answer it, don't answer.
Go away.
Don't answer.
I'm usually scared to answer my phone while I'm doing stuff. It's
that's
usually
probably
either
your Little
a
Rick.
scam. Yeah, it could be Little Rick just playing around trying
Mhm.
to, poke my button somehow. Or it's work trying to get me to come in.
Speaking of that, Rick, you know your boy has been in my house twice this week. I haven't seen him in 6-8 months, and then all of a sudden, twice in the same week. Go ahead.
But it's going all right. I'm still trying to build my followers. I know it's going to take some time.
All right.
I've tried on Instagram to be very special and do a handmade image behind every question
Mm-hmm.
or with every question. Like, this one was one of the earlier ones. I asked, what would you say your thorns are? And what makes you say this? So I drew a rose.
All right.
And as you see, I've got some, like, actual answers from the beginning
well,
there.
Let's do that.
Sarah, she works with me.
Okay.
Well, she used to work with me. She has quit as of yesterday.
Our viewers can't see this, so I'm going to help you out here. It's Sarancho, 5505, Sarancho. That's what it is, it's Sarancho. Isn't that like a Taco Bell? Ooh, hold on. Talking about Taco Bell, did you just hear the news? They're getting rid of the Mexican pizza. They're getting rid of the Nacho Bel Grande.
Yep.
They're getting rid of like 5 or 6 items.
They're getting rid of most of their menu.
I think they're trying to do the Corona thing and just do drive-through. And it's like,
We need it
Do you-
quick and efficient and just slap this in and go.
Well, Alejandro and Rick will understand where I'm coming from, but there's a Saturday Night Live. You're too young. We'll go back to that and show my age here. But there's a Saturday Night Live special with John Belushi when he was still alive, and Dan Aykroyd, and it was a restaurant that served cheeseburgers and Coke.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
And he'd go in there. Well, I want a hamburger. No, cheeseburger. Coke.
You got.
See,
Oh, I
no,
don't know if
cheeseburger, Coke.
I don't know if the restaurant I'm thinking of is local or not.
But
There's
this
a
was
chicken place that you get chicken strips,
Uh-huh.
more chicken strips, or more chicken strips. You've
Yeah.
got 3 chicken strip baskets, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's your choices.
And I can't think. Yeah, cheeseburger. But that's the guy. You got to watch this skit. Look it up on YouTube or Google or whatnot. John Belushi. But it was cheeseburger, Coke.
Cheeseburger.
And and he said, well, the next customer comes up and says, well, I want a hamburger and a Pepsi. He goes, cheeseburger, Coke. So that's what it kind of sounds like Taco Bell is doing. It's like,
Yeah.
we got only thing we're open is the drive-through. We ain't got time for this bullshit to make it.
Right.
So let's get you in and let's get you out. But Taco Bell's gonna screw it up anyway because I asked for Mountain Dew with no ice and it's fucking full of ice. Or I
has
get
almost no Mountain Dew.
Or how hard is it to fuck up Mountain Dew, no ice?
Well, it's pretty
Don't
easy to
put
fuck it up. We just
screw-
don't do that one thing.
do
We
it-
can do anything else.
Don't do that step. It's like so. I haven't ate Taco Bell in a while because they fuck up every order. I'm just tired of it. I can't have rice. So give me a bean burrito that has
They
no
always
rice.
put rice
But
in
guess
it.
what? Somehow they figured out to put rice in it. That's not a bean burrito.
Yeah.
Nowhere
no.
does it say rice in a bean burrito. Nowhere does it say ice. No ice. McDonald's is getting bad about this shit too. Because I'll get a tea, light ice. This son of a bitch is full of ice. And
Yeah.
I'm at the window. I said, is that my tea with light ice?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's got a... No, that's not what I ordered. How hard is it?
Yeah. I mean,
No
At
rice
my
for
work-
you.
at my work, there's people no ice and light ice all the time, like constantly.
Yeah.
I have one person, I shit you not, comes through the drive-through every day, orders their drink, says 5 ice cubes. They will give us a number. They want 5 ice cubes. That's it.
Okay,
Just
so
5.
let's go back to Sriracha. And you know him. You can tell him I said Sriracha. But go ahead.
Yeah, so she said, because of trauma in her childhood, I'm not very friendly. I don't trust people, and I don't like anyone until I have a reason to. I don't like to be touched, and I generally would rather be left alone. It makes me come off as mean and bitchy to people. That's what she thinks is her thorn.
Aha.
I mean, we've got Calandros underneath it. Answered. Yeah,
He changed his name.
he did.
Calandros.
Talking about how he's an easygoing guy. Not much rubs him the wrong way. It is not a Yoda as baby, so stop calling him Baby Yoda.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's just random stuff.
I
like,
have to
I have
answer
random questions.
I have to answer the thorn question on live air here. Rick's my thorn. Right in my ass.
I thought he was your button.
Yeah, because he pushes my buttons. He's the thorn in my ass pushing my buttons.
Yeah, but like, as you see, all of them have a weird background. And there's like, every week, just a random question. Some of them like this are more personal. It's about your childhood. This was about childhood memories.
What is your greatest childhood memory? Fishing.
Fishing.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, this week's was a little different. The question was underneath the thing. This was my little doodle to get people's attention to
That
try to
looks
make
like
you click on it.
That looks like a quilt.
Yeah, it's kind of what I did.
Looks like a quilt that mom makes. Okay, go ahead.
I had fun with it.
I don't
I
see
like
the question
drawing.
in it.
It's not in this one. It's underneath it where I actually posted.
Rick says, and you are my rose because every rose has its thorn.
Hey, it makes sense.
He went through the drive-through, ordered 4 party packs, and they had a fit. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. But like, I don't know, like the way he bounces off of your answer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to start happening here is like random little side conversations might
Uh-huh.
hopefully start happening. And
Yeah.
if they don't, that's what I want to do on air. Is I want to
Today's
look at what
question.
everybody says. I'm going to read the question. I want to have like, because this has 6 comments on it. So we'll open up all the comments.
All right, yeah, look at there.
Like,
They starting to take off, I say.
yeah, and as I said, on Slack, I've got it. So a lot of the people from, Jason's show, Out for Delivery, and from Russ's show, Ignorance of the Law, get on there and they answer on there
Check your local
every week.
listings for their times and dates.
Very important questions is on Instagram here for this. If you want to post like a picture or something creative as your answer for future ones, you can.
Uh-huh, I see.
And I'm hoping eventually to do the podcast where I'll have a guest that can talk with me, or just me reading some of the answers and then just talking about my thoughts and my own answers.
Right.
That's why I don't answer on here, because I'm saving that for like the podcast, so I have some content to start with, and then I'm gonna go bouncing off of other people's like. Oh look, he's on. He commented on my post.
Who?
Rick Alejandro's.
Just now?
Yeah.
Boy, he is multi-talented. Little Rick says, "I love what you have going on, Jazz, and I can't wait to hear you."
Harass here. It'll give me content either way. But that's kind of the thing is, I came up with this because we were in quarantine.
Yeah.
And I wanted a way for people to still talk to each other and connect, and I could do it without social distancing. It gave me a project to start on a podcast because I've been looking for like a year or two
Well, you have my
for a
support.
topic or something.
I endorse you.
I'm
to do
endorsed.
this.
I'm internationally endorsed because your show's internationally
That's
known.
right. You have been endorsed by the Half Hour with Half Sack cast and crew committee
But so that's kind of
board.
my idea. I mean, I'm sure once I actually get to the podcast part, which, as I said, probably going to take about a year to get the following built up with enough answers to actually make a show, I'm hoping that by then I'll have a better vibe of how the show will go. But
Mhm.
that's in general what my thoughts were. So I like that there's actually people posting.
What is your Instagram, Jazz? Rick, she can't see the little computer screen because we're using the big screen for more important shit, and that's her. So
It's for my lovely questions
Uh,
there. It's Doodler Jazz. I've got it as
it's on
Doodler
Instagram,
Jazz.
right?
Yeah, it's on Instagram under Doodler Jazz.
I'm working at home, watching you on one phone. This is Alejandro. I'm at home watching you on one phone, Instagramming on another phone, and calling clients on my work phone. He is multi-talented. What are you looking for?
I thought I had my notebook out here, but I don't.
Oh.
I have officially drawn my, I don't think I have a picture on Instagram because I don't do a lot of the social media stuff, like, in general.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I've started using a lot of the
Oh, you're
social
talking
media
about
is
like
for
a profile
this.
picture.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, but as I'm Doodler Jazz, I have doodled a little background and wrote Doodler Jazz over it, and I was going to put it in front of the camera because then you could see what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's in the house.
Rick over here, I guess, had a moment of stupidity because he has your number. He could have just texted you to find out, ooh, I just figured out how we can get Alejandro my phone number. Alejandro, we actually have, the show has had for, I've had an email address for the show for 4 years.
Oh,
It's-
wait. We still have that?
Yeah.
Still give us emails?
Yes, I did the promotion thing. And see, Little Rick was supposed to. That was kind of his job for many.
He had a hashtag with everything.
Yeah, that was his. He was supposed to give out the phone number
Yep.
and the email address,
You're falling
And-
behind, Rick.
and when he could listen to us. And but no, he just kind of just stopped that. So Alejandro, you may have to go back, but I'm gonna give you the email address. It is halfhourwithhalfsack@gmail.com. Now that's all spelled out. HAL.
I remember when Aussie was on here and he would spell it out up there
Yeah.
just as soon as Little Rick said it, and
Yeah.
it would be a competition of who could finish theirs first.
Little Rick says I forgot him. No shit, you forgot.
That's why you had a hashtag.
We actually had. Remember we had the post-it note
The
form.
hashtag,
Hashtag post-it
I
note.
still have it. It's over there in the
So
green
he,
room.
so he could read it off there, because his mind is about as short as. I'll just leave it at that. I was going to say something, but I'll just.
Yeah,
The big ass anal beads, I think, has corrupted his mind.
I think they went up a little too far.
Little too, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not little too far. Way too far.
Well, I think that just some got stuck and didn't come back out. Like, he thinks that he's all clear, but he's not.
He says, say it. Say it. Now, I just now noticed that we've actually been on a whole hour. It
I know.
has flown by.
Look at that. Conversation, not
Yes.
one-sided, and no buttons.
Yeah, no buttons. No button.
Hey, Rick.
Tickle my brain.
Everything worked smoothly electronically today.
We had no issues.
There was no electronical issues today, and you were not here. I'm starting to believe Half Sack. You're gonna have to come back to prove him wrong.
See, here's what it is. When he's here, I gotta touch buttons to get rid of his buttons, and therefore shit gets screwed up because I gotta touch buttons because he's here.
I'm just trying to tempt him to come back to the show because I haven't seen Little Rick in forever.
Well, he's got 12 kids. He's got he's got
I
a
know.
baseball team there, so
Eh,
in his school. So
you can get a pod. Start a school in pod.
That's what you need to do. You look, just send out flyers. Go to your local church, the community center, and just say, drop them off here. We'll put them into the garage.
Me and you could do that part, and then just surprise one day he'll get a pod of kids.
Yeah, put them in the garage. And at like lunchtime, just throw some food in there, and everybody be happy, and charge $20 a head.
You'll be good.
And if they and that's from 7 a.m. to noon, and if they need them to stay longer, then it's another $10 a head, for the next 10 hours. I'll fence them in the backyard and feed them slop. There you go.
See?
The kid, you just let them run around. Give them access to the big garage when it's raining, but let them run.
You just gotta move the mouse.
You got
yeah, it's fine. Tell them to fend for themselves. Hey, look, tell the parents, look, I put some stuff in there. They're worn out. They got some exercise. They've run around. We're good.
That's right.
With all this quarantine, every kid has so much energy because they can't go do anything. There's no recess. Nothing. They need something to have an outlet. You're going to give them an outlet.
That's right. Teaching them valuable life skills.
My valuable life lessons have been in the basement with Calvin about arts and crafts. They now call me the humanities teacher.
Winners and losers. Exactly.
That's been our big thing. As I've been painting those cornhole boards, Calvin is all for wanting to paint and do crafts and everything. Follow me down there like a little puppy and just like, yeah, okay, what are we doing today? Can I do something? So I've gotten him some new stuff and taught him how to actually take care of his brushes and stuff. Because the last time he was super interested in painting, he was like 5 and, broke every brush he touched because he didn't really take his time or do anything. He just kind of smushed it down and mixed everything and said, yeah, I'm done. Most of his boards were usually white with a little bit of paint, and his plates were entirely covered with all the paints being mixed.
Is that right?
That's how Calvin painted, and he loved it. But he's now gotten to where he, we love you too, even if you push buttons. We'll see you next time.
Go ahead and put type what the show's email address is for you.
Yeah. That'll be nice. But
I'm looking at the emails right now.
We would go down there now and we'll paint, and I'll be doing my thing, and I've got a giant sheet that I've used for years as like this blanket.
Right.
You can tell it's splattered and covered with every shade of paint you can imagine.
Right.
All sorts of stuff. And he's got this canvas now because I've bought him some canvas and some nicer brushes, and he's taking his time and doing stuff, and he's been asking about like, well, how do you know what colors to use? How do you decide this? Well, why do you do it?
All right.
I'm so proud of you.
You need to tell him about Bob Ross.
No.
Do you know who Bob Ross?
I do know who Bob.
You're 22, 23 years old. Bob Ross may have been before your time. Gotta get those clouds, and then we got the happy tree.
When I worked at that arts and crafts store, we sold his stuff, so I knew who he was.
You knew who Bob Ross was.
I don't know if you're messing around. I'm not really that young. I turned a
I
year
know you
older
weren't
next
that-
week, actually.
I didn't know. I knew you weren't that young,
'Kay.
but I knew you were like 10 to 15 years younger than me. So
I turned 29 next week.
29. Okay.
Yeah.
Jennifer's 29, several times over.
Sometimes you got a birthday and you got an anniversary of that birthday.
Yeah.
You just stay the same. It's an X number anniversary of that birthday.
Oh, so your birthday's next week?
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday
My
for next
sister's
week.
too. Same day.
All right, there you go.
4 years younger.
Is that right?
Yep.
Who else I know is on the same day but different? There we go. Now, my sister and my brother-in-law, same birthday but years apart. No.
Now I've got another conundrum in your brain.
Conundrum. I gotta figure out what that one. No. All right. We'll go. We got started a few minutes late, and we've been our full hour. But Alejandro, email the show. We'll get your voice on here. You seem to multitask very well.
And he seems good with electronics.
And he seems we're gonna get you hooked up with little Rick. Maybe you can show him something. Okay, sounds good.
Sweet.
That's right. I think he just emailed me.
Maybe.
Or was that you?
I didn't do nothing.
Uh-oh. Nope. Nope.
Little Rick
Nope.
needs to come up with a list of random questions for him now, so that every week he's got 2 or 3 questions to send an email with answers for.
Oh, I didn't know that the show had a Twitter account.
Which show?
Half Hour Half Sack says, Half Sack, check out the notifications you, and then that was April 27th, and then it was April 23rd, and April 9th, March the 3rd. I didn't know we had a Twitter account.
Apparently you have a Twitter account.
Evidently I
Look
do.
at that.
Check out your I had notifications on the show has notifications. We've got 8 recent notifications from Twitter from
Wait.
April 27th.
Did I find you on Twitter? I
didn't
went
even-
through Twitter for my show and just randomly friend requested a bunch of people who it suggested for me. Maybe I accidentally did that too.
I bet you that was Chris that set up an account from many years ago.
Maybe.
Because I don't do Twitter. I don't do Facebook. The only reason why I got Facebook is for the messenger.
See, the only reason that I have Facebook is because my mom said that was what she needed for her to answer my questions,
Was Facebook.
was Facebook. So I made a very important questions Facebook page, and that's what I use my Facebook for, is I go on there, I post my question, I look at the comments, I like them, you know, that's my Facebook interaction,
Aha.
is that one thing.
That one thing.
That's my social media.
Well, we're going to close the show from the pikey top. I screwed that up. This internationally known show,
Pop.
atop of. You know, I should have wrote this shit down. I really should have. It sounded good in my.
Well,
The teleprompter. I need, yeah.
we got one.
We'll talk to you later, Alejandro. We'll see y'all in a while next time.